When it comes to leadership conversations, first impression matters. Executive leaders are very perceptive. Be it interviews or presentations, they can sense whether you're confident or hesitant. They can sense whether you're anxious or grounded. And this has a bearing in terms of how they view you and how they evaluate you over the course of your presentation or interview. So I have two tips for you on how you can significantly up your impact when it comes to leadership conversations. The first is notice your energy. One of the things I'm noticing is when I coach my clients, especially on interviews or presentation skills, the previous experiences significantly color the way they show up. For instance, you may have had a bad interview, and there's a sense of self-blame and self-doubt that you carry. And when that happens, you're not fully present and you don't trust yourself in that moment. And leaders can smell that out. So the key is really to forgive yourself, to make peace with what happened. We all screw up. We all have messed up. And so it's really like, can you accept yourself for what has happened and release any kind of doubt, blame that you have, either with yourself or with others. The second, which leaders notice, is the conviction of your stories. The key is really to recognize which stories are you really confident, where you know it's fail-proof, and which stories probably need some work. Because what can happen is you can start off your story in a really solid, confident way, but as it moves forward, you may falter, you may stumble, and that can have a detrimental impact. And so a really simple solution is to practice, either practice with a coach or you practice with a mentor. Figure out how you're showing up in terms of your energy and in terms of the conviction of your stories. Because when you can show up with an energy of genuine curiosity, wanting to connect, and a sense of groundedness, you're going to kind of show up as your authentic self, and it's going to have an impact. And the more you have conviction of your stories, and conviction of your stories doesn't mean that you have all the answers to everything. Maybe it's convincingly saying that you don't have experience in something as well. So the conviction of your answers and your presence is going to significantly help you make a really strong impression. And that's going to help you either ace your interview or ace your presentation.